Good evening, and this is Book Talks with Guy McGuyman. And today we'll be talking about Marine Sniper, a biography by Charles W. Henderson. And today in the studio we have with us Carlos Hathcock, who is sitting with us today here in the studio. So, I guess before we interview Carlos, I'll tell you a little bit about the author, who was born on August 26, 1948 in Artesia, New Mexico. He is the author of several books, all about Vietnam, one of which, Marine Sniper, which we'll be discussing today, published in 1986. Marshalling the Faithful, published in 1993. Silent Warrior, a continuation of Marine Sniper, published in the year 2000. And Goodnight Saigon and Jungle Rules, published in 2006. Obviously, his high school education was in Artesia High School in New Mexico, graduated in June 1966. Now, to break away from his education for a second, this man sells quarter horses for a living, writes books, and is from the most redneck family you can imagine. So, with that in mind, let's talk about his college degrees. Graduated from Syracuse University in New York in 1981, Cameron University in Oklahoma in 1997, University of Maryland, Far East Campus, no year is given, Loyola University in New Orleans, and majored in philosophy. Total education, more than 200 university level semester hours. So, it can be concluded that this guy knows a thing or two about cheating.
Yeah.
We'll get to you in a minute, Carlos. You just hang on. Alright? Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Spent a majority of his life up to this point in the Marine Corps. Served in Vietnam and Lebanon. And obviously all of his service in the Marines inspired him to write these books. Okay, Carlos, now we'll get to you.
Okay, well, what's that thing say up there? Talk about the book. Okay. Alright, well, I thought it was a good book about me. I like to shoot things. Runs in the family. I mean, me and my guns go way back. I remember I got my first gun.
It was Christmas, and what a Christmas it was! I saw that gun underneath the tree, and I was so surprised. I was so happy to have my gun. And you know what I did first? I loaded the thing up, right there in front of the tree. I even took my first shot in the living room. My dad was so happy that I got my gun. And I didn't even miss neither. The gun went with me all the way into Vietnam. When I got one of my first kills up on a hill, aiming at a kid on a bike. He fell like a sack of potatoes that got shot. I was so proud. But my kills eventually mentally disturbed me, and I became very lonely in Vietnam. And then something terrible happened. Got my face blown up.
That's it? Just shoot people off a bike 93 times? Is that about it?
Yeah, that's basically it.
When did you take your shirt off?
I don't know.
So essentially you just kill people and get disturbed by it?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Alright, well, there you have it. I guess that's all we have for our show tonight. Marine Sniper. I wouldn't recommend it. Would you, Carlos?
There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry.